When James Cameron releases a new Avatar movie, it's no longer really about whether or not people will like it. It's about whether they're willing to step back into Pandora one more time. With Avatar Fire and Ash, Cameron delivers exactly what longtime fans expect: astonishing visuals, sweeping emotion, and a story that may be familiar, but is told with absolute conviction. This isn't the movie that's going to convert Avatar skeptics, but if you've been on board so far, Fire and Ash is another visually breathtaking chapter that deepens Cameron's saga rather than reinventing it. Cameron introduces us to volcanic regions of Pandora that feel hostile in a way we haven't seen before. Landscapes choked with ash and plumes of smoke tinting the skies with constant danger. This isn't just visual variety, the environment shapes the story. These regions give rise to the newly introduced Mangquan clan, a Navi culture hardened by survival, less idealistic, and far more willing to embrace violence. Cameron is clearly interested in complicating the moral simplicity we've grown accustomed to in these stories. Pandora is no longer unified by harmony, it's fractured by trauma. At its core, Fire and Ash remains a story about power, colonization, and cycles of violence. Humans continue to exploit Pandora, not as cartoon villains, but as extensions of an unstoppable system. What's new is how the Na'vi respond. Some resist with restraint, others with fury, and the film asks an uncomfortable question. When survival is at stake, how far is too far? Cameron's themes are not subtle, they never have been. Fire and ash operate as obvious metaphors, destruction and what remains afterward, but there's a growing weariness beneath the spectacle, a sense that endless conflict leaves scars on everyone involved. This is a more somber Avatar film, even when it's visually explosive. Sam Worthington's Jake Sully continues to evolve from reluctant hero to weary protector. He's still capable, still brave, but the film quietly questions whether his instincts are enough for the world he's helping shape. Zoe Saldana's Neytiri once again emerges as the emotional heart of the story. Her grief, rage, and resilience feel closer to the surface here, and Saldana gives the film its most human moments, even beneath layers of motion capture. The new characters introduced in Fire and Ash are intriguing, particularly those like Varang, who challenge Jake and Neytiri's worldview. Not all of them are fully developed, but that feels intentional. Cameron is clearly laying groundwork for the final two-film arc of this saga. From a technical standpoint, Fire and Ash is astonishing. Cameron's use of 3D remains unmatched, not because it's flashy, but because it's immersive. Fire crackles in the foreground, ash drifts through layered space, and Pandora feels vast and alive. This is blockbuster filmmaking at its most confident. Every frame feels considered, every environment designed not just to impress, but to reinforce the story's emotional tone. Avatar Fire and Ash won't change anyone's mind about Avatar, it doesn't try to. Instead, it deepens the saga, darkens its themes, and reminds us that James Cameron still believes, fiercely, in the power of cinema as spectacle and myth-making. It's familiar, it's earnest, and it's stunning. And as we head towards the final chapters of the Avatar saga, it's more than enough to keep me invested. So thanks for watching Fandom Frontline. I hope I see you in the next video.